Hi, my name is Jayla Smith, and I will be performing a song entitled Tales of a Black Woman, discussing the indiscretions done to a black woman in the medical field. Let's not forget the fact that black women have been mistreated like some lab rats. White men in the name of science tried and dangerous techniques, dissected the body of a woman cause she was unique. Put on a pedestal, these men got all the praise. While in the shadows, they were sending queens closer to their graves. Dr. Sims, the father with gynecology, more like the father of inflicted pain is what he ought to be. Lucy was subject number one, almost lost her life cause Sims experimented with a sponge. Placed on her hands and knees for 12 minutes. Can you imagine that harassment and the lack of humility? Next up is subject number two, an armature had fistula. It took 13 times for the doctor to get right and properly treat her. But in none of those treatments did he use amnesia and consent and nothing to ease the pain. Yet these abusive practices gave Sims his name. How many times you heard these stories and know these names? Probably never, and for that the story's gotta change. Next up is a story of Sarah Bartman and how her body became a major part in exploitation of a black woman's body. The way they did Sarah Bartman was ungodly. Sent off to Europe without an understanding of the cooking hands in which she gave her life for the handling. Hank Zizar took Sarah from Cape Town and made her attraction where she had to strip down, fully naked in front of crowds to see. But that was just the start of Sarah's tragedy. Cesar took it upon himself to ship Sarah off to France to increase his wealth. While there, she remained on display, fully exposed in front of crowds every day. In France, 3 male scientists wanted to examine Sarah, and so they insisted she come to the museum for examination. But Sarah refused, so the men just kept on waiting. 25, what a time to be alive, but at 25, that happened to be Sarah's time to die. When she passed, the same scientists held their knives up in all their evil bliss, dissected her and kept her parts behind glass. Sarah remained an attraction even after she passed. Genitalia, brain, and skeleton exposed, a life that was no longer her own, was disrespected even after she was gone. Even had debates to have her remain sent back home. Naive and taken advantage of, Sarah Bartman received anything but love. This was the sad reality for women living in this century. Dilapidated, dissected, and disrespected, but the teachers of this history constantly go neglected. Want to talk about everything under the sun except the indiscretions done to a black woman. It's really terrible. What a sad reality. It's really such a tragedy. The tale of a black woman. Lucy and Archer and Sarah only make up a few women that were abused in the medical field. It's because black women were used as guinea pigs that those who were highly praised in the medical field received their titles. Enslaved black women had to endure numerous ovarian, cesarean, and vaginal procedures that they never wanted to participate in. It was because they were deemed lesser than the white woman, which made it okay to do these heinous practices. Not only that, but they felt it was okay to sexually exploit and abuse black women to show their dominance, causing many of them to have poor reproductive health. They were seen as animals with no emotion or connection to pain. All of these things don't get enough attention. History mentions enslavement, but what it fails to do is provide a true understanding of what really went on. Being ignorant to this behavior and this history is being complacent with the actions that took place. It's time to no longer let the stories like Lucy and Archer or Sarah get swept under the rug and go unnoticed or unspoken about. All the other black women had to endure such horrible acts and live in the dark, and that should not be the case anymore. Their stories should be told, they should be taught, and they should not go ignored. Thank you for listening to the song. I hope you enjoyed it.